dam. I mean, the dam. It's the dam. I'm up here at the dam. All right. Good morning. I am up here at the dam. To be specific, Applegate Lake, Oregon, and I am making a trip up to the Bigfoot trap. It is September 20th today, and it's about 7:45 in the morning, and I've been driving for quite a long time. I'm not even sure when I left the house, but the sun is getting ready to come up. That, of course, is the dam right there, and whoops. Oh man, I leaned against that. That's kind of scary because that's a long ways down there. So that's the dam right there, and the lake is over there. That's the tower, and I think I'm going to actually go over there and walk out on the tower because it's still going to be too dark to go up to the world's only known Bigfoot trap. It's going to be up here just a little ways, and it's going to be up in those mountains. We got a nice big full moon. So I'm wearing gloves and my jacket today because it's kind of cold up here. We're at a much higher elevation than where I came from. I came from far beyond those mountains off in the distance. See a jet up there and see a couple of them. And yeah, it's going to be nice when it gets to be daylight because it'll warm up a little bit. But I wanted to get up here pretty early. So over here is the spill gates. There is the spillway. I need to find my tripod. I'm sure I packed it. I just haven't been able to find it yet. It's in the trunk of the car because I don't want to drop my camera down off in there because it would be gone for good. Well, we see the giant spillway, and then we got, I guess it's just two spill gates here. And yeah, pretty interesting. And that's the water that's being released right there into the Applegate River. And boy, I got to go find that tripod thing so my camera will be safe. But this is the other end of the spillgate thing. You drive over it. Well, let me go dig through my stuff, see if I can find that. I know I packed it. All right, I finally found it. Got a school bus that was over here, parked over here, or came up here and picked somebody up here at the tower. And there's a vehicle that you can see driving back across the dam. That goes up into the Willow Lake area, so apparently that person brought a child down here, and the school bus came and picked him up, so that's kind of nice. Got our Extenda stick, or my tripod, or as it's known, a selfie stick, which is handy. It makes the camera a little bit safer. So let's go have a look over here. I'm not going to spend too much time here. Kind of get an idea of what things look like there. The dam's pretty big. When they built this dam in 1976, they actually struck gold digging the dam, so they had to mine it all out of there. So it kind of took a while for the dam to be completed and the lake to start forming. There was a town. Once we get out here on the tower, I'll talk about the town of Copper, Oregon, which is now underwater. Anyway, let's go have a look over here really quick. These spill gates. Get a little bit better view of them. All right. Oh, maybe no. Well, maybe not. My selfie stick is not that long. I think we'll go over here and have a look. Well, anyway, you can see the big hinges down there. These doors would slide up. And I believe they have actually used them in the past to emergency let water out for one reason or another. Here's how we would get in there to operate those things if we were an employee. We are being watched by 24-hour surveillance and all the rest, so I won't be doing anything stupid. Let's walk over here. And just like the sign says, I probably won't do any jumping off the structure here. Oh boy. Let's look at that. Yeah, I don't even like holding the camera up there. Look at that. You can see how low the lake is now. It's pretty low. There goes somebody to have some fun at the lake, I would imagine. Well, that's about all there is to see. Alright, now I'm over here where that bus came to pick up that student. And there's bathrooms off in the distance. Alright. Well, I didn't notice the sprinkler system over here is actually operating at extremely low water volume. I guess that's the water saving mode. Anyway, let's walk out here really quick, see what's going on. Alright, out here to the tower. People like to fish off of this sometimes, probably not now with the water level so low. I'm glad I went on that diet over the summer. Alright, here we go. Alright, there's a spillway there. As you can see, the water's quite a bit below the spillway, so they are completely inoperable at this point, and the water level is really low. It should get built up really well over the winter. I remember shortly after they built this dam and filled it up with water, some years later, the water level dropped down like this, and they found here near the dam, they found a dead body with chains and weights tied to it, and the water level dropped down so far that became revealed. And yeah, I don't know, I'd have to look that story up again, but that's probably been sometime in the early 80s that happened. I've been out here lots and lots of times. It's a pretty morning so far. Over there is another boat ramp, or a boat ramp. There's going to be several of them, and we're probably not going to get to look at all of them today. And boy, it's a long ways down there, that's for sure. So there used to be a town called Copper, Oregon over here, and we can see the sun is starting to kind of hit the mountains there. Let's walk out here farther. Don't worry, I have no intentions of doing so. So something I forgot to point out is this road that we've been on for the last mile or so is not the original road that went through here long before I was born. The original ran up over there, and I'd have to go back and look at the video that I shot when I was over there to point that out. But I can actually see part of it here. And you see there's the really nice greenish grass park area that everybody likes to come to is right there. It's called Hardish Park. And that's just about where the trail for the Bigfoot trap takes off. And there's a boat ramp there that's partially out of water. But straight over here, maybe you can see on that bank that sticks out, maybe you can see a road that kind of goes around. It's hard to see with the GoPro, but that's part of the original highway. And then quite a bit farther back, and you can look this up on Google Earth, just look for Applegate Lake or Copper, Oregon, and you can see where the town of Copper was. You can see where the Bigfoot trap is at in the area, and so forth and so on. But I used to come up here in the early 80s, and the wind's blowing, so right now if the audio sucks, I'm sorry. Anyway, I used to come up here a lot, and the water level would get way down low, and I can remember being back there walking around the bottom of the lake, and I could see parts of the town foundations and stuff, because there was a grocery store, a gas station, a house, and a post office, and that was the town of Copper, Oregon, and that was built for the Blue Ledge Mine in California. Those tall peaks back there are in California. Those are called the Red Buttes, and that's why the town of Copper was built for the Blue Ledge Mine, which I have never been to. It would be more than a day trip back there. It's a long ways away. You see they got it fenced off all the way down there to the end where the tower is at. I guess that's something new. I don't remember that being here last time I was here. You can kind of hear the water slapping against the dam there because the wind is blowing. And it's quite cold right now. I'm wearing gloves, and I wish I had another pair of gloves on top of these. So the sun is starting to come up. There are geese in the air, it looks like, or whatever those are. There's a moon up there, and the area that we're going to be hiking to is soon going to be in the sunlight, although it's very dense forest. It's very dense indeed, so I know it's going to be cold once I start up the hill. And I'm a little nervous about this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it up to the Bigfoot trap, but I'm sure going to try and share all the information about it that I can. So I think it's time to head back to the car and just prepare myself to head up to the world's only known Bigfoot trap. And we'll talk about another YouTuber that recently made a trip up there named Wonder Hussy. Wonder Hussy Adventures. She just put out a video of the Bigfoot trap. So that's going to be it for this one. We'll see you on the trail to the world's only known Bigfoot trap coming up next. Thanks for watching.